Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be doing some more DDLC. As you can see by what's highlighted here, we're going to be doing some more side stories. And yeah, we're going to be doing the Reflection side story today. My god, I have played Balance and Reflection in the same day and it just feels really quite odd. But my god, I don't care. I'm really enjoying these stories. So yeah, let's hope this one's going to be good. I really do wonder what it's going to be about. It's interesting that Monika and Yuri are the people that are in the Reflection cover, really. I don't really know if you could call that a cover, but for lack of a better word, let's just say cover. But yeah, it's interesting that because of the fact that, you know, these are the people that have changed the most. And I really get the impression that this story is probably going to take place just really long, just a really long time after the club. After the initial events of the club that we've seen in these first 4 stories, and it's probably just going to be how not only they've changed but their friendships developed and just in general how things are going between them. And yeah, I do wonder. I really am interested just to see not only this story but this one as well. So yeah, without further ado, I think we should definitely get into it because I am really fucking excited to play this. So yeah, here we are. Let's begin it. Okay, right, what is happening? Oh, damn, that's actually I didn't expect that to be the first line. I thought something like that may have happened, but definitely not for the first line. Am I bothering you? No? Oh, okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. It just makes me scared to interrupt. Oh my god, yeah, that's understandable, yeah. I mean, to be honest, Yuri is just the person who she will read no matter what is happening. I feel like Yuri, if outside a blooming earthquake or a volcano was erupting or something ridiculous like that, she would still just be reading her book, just being absorbed in it. I mean, obviously, that's a bit far-fetched, but like, still, she is so absorbed in her reading. That's what I'm just trying to say. Yuri's kind of like me, but just way more extreme. Makes me scared to interrupt. Oh, no, that's understandable. Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. Oh, no, that is fair, yeah. That's actually really quite convenient, because if she got really annoyed about her getting interrupted always about reading, yeah, that'd just make everything so much harder in the club. If she was a person who would just get pissed off if there wasn't complete silence, oh my god. She'd be the new librarian, holy shit. She'd be the librarian of this club. That makes sense. I guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialise, even if it takes a bit of prodding. No, that is fair. You can't join a club if you're not social. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do them. Oh my god, I love that. So it can be healthy to put myself in a social environment every now and then. Yeah, no, fair. Oh my god, yeah, seriously. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or there are too many people, or everyone's being too silly for me to keep up with. No, that last one is totally true. Oh my god. It's just really quite sad to think about how many times that scenario plays out. It definitely happens with me as well. It happens quite a lot, actually. It's quite a shame. It's really annoying whenever something you just think is so stupid is going on and so trivial, but you have to go along anyway, because if you don't, then it's just going to create further complications down the line. Yuri glances across the room at Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, it's really nice that they're talking. I think that's a really nice... Wait. Oh, what's happening? Sayori has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of... trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki is lobbing into the air. But the pieces keep bouncing off her face and hitting the floor. I wonder if Sayori is one of those types of people that she is so hungry that she will literally get it from the floor and eat it. Maybe I should say something. Seriously. They ran out of a cookie. Okay, to be fair, it depends on whether Natsuki made it or not. If Natsuki made that cookie, then what the fuck are they doing? But if she didn't, then I suppose it's not as bad. No need, they just ran out of a cookie. What a waste. Oh, no, same here. To be honest, I am surprised, but I'm just surprised it worked out, to be honest. But at the same time, I thought, I thought it was always a situation, like the situation between Sayori and Natsuki. I always thought it was one where, you know, they just well, Sayori wanted to become friends with Natsuki more than Natsuki did with Sayori, but at the same time, it was just something that, no, it just worked. It really did work in the end, just simply because of, it was as if Sayori wanted to become friends too quickly, so it went out of hand. But they still wanted to become friends, which is really quite convenient. Yeah, they've really become good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, look at everybody here. Sayori's really, really close with them. Sayori seems particularly good at making that happen. But the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Oh my god, yeah, seriously. To be fair, these people are more laid back. Yuri definitely is not the energetic type, and, yeah, Monika, no, I don't think she is either. Yeah, I think I kind of fit into these people. No, I think I'd be in the middle. It would really depend on my mood. I wouldn't be one or the other, I don't think. Yeah, come to think of it, you and I haven't had many chances to talk one-on-one, have we? Though that may be partially my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaged in the club, man. Oh, no, I see what she's saying. Not at all. I've probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. God, yeah, that's awful. Yeah, the responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness to engage. Well, what about during times like lunch? Oh god, do you meet up with friends? Yeah, no, I just read. Oh. God, that must be... Yeah, that must be a little bit sad for Monika when she realises that she doesn't have anybody to meet up with. Then again though, Monika could do it. She could, I'm sure. But to be fair, she does sound like the type of person to have friends, so... Yeah, I suppose you've just got to find a convenient time if you wanted to. But I like it that way. Yeah, no, that is fair. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. Do you always read fantasy? No, I do see that. She probably just thinks that it feels really nice just to, you know, get away from the real world, to be honest. Do you always read fantasy? Oh, not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of this series. Oh, that makes sense. There are still 2 more books after this one. Oh my god, I wonder how many pages. Oh yeah, I guess those long books suit you well since you spend... No, that is fully fair, yeah. Yeah, suit you well since you spend so much time reading. I mean, yeah, but a book like that is a proper grind. It is a proper... It's just a proper commitment. You cannot read books like that if you don't have a ridiculous amount of time on your hands. Okay, to be fair, you could, but the thing is, it would take such a long time. Like, maybe you could be even thinking a year at the worst. Especially because it's hard to understand. I mean, I get that Yuri's very clever. You can see that in how articulate she is, but at the same time, I mean, I'm sure there are some things that she finds difficult to understand. Or maybe she doesn't find them difficult to understand, but she finds that they need to take more time to understand than other things. So you've got to think about reading, you've got to think about theorising and contemplating what you've just read as well. There's a lot of complications that would add to the amount of time total that you've spent on the book. I guess these long books suit you well since you spend so much time reading. No, fair. Yeah, no, that is fair. Well, fantasy may be my favourite, but after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres. I read anything with depth and maturity. That is fair. Yeah, be careful. Oh god. I don't want Yuri picking up... Well, I don't know. What is the worst thing with depth and maturity you could read? Oh god, I've just thought of something. Oh my god. I'm just thinking about visual novels here. Oh boy. Yeah. What do I have to say apart from Eroge? Dead End Aegis, or however you say it. That's what I'm thinking of. Because that does have depth and maturity, apparently. Apparently. But, yeah. It's not exactly appropriate. So technically she could be reading Dead End Aegis. Oh god, that's scary. Oh yeah? Even, like, romance? Well, I mean, love stories. Just read fucking Umineko for a good love story. Well, technically a love story. Well, love is one of the elements in its perfection, so, yeah. Well, there are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Yeah, no, definitely. I suppose, oh my god, Higurashi, Meakashi to be specific. Oh, come on, Yuri. You know what I mean. Monica lowers her voice. Oh my god, it's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too. She's not going to tell anybody. Maybe more when I was in middle school. Oh god. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot. So I just kind of felt like... Oh god. Please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, I just got super curious. Yeah, you know, we should totally pick out a romance novel to read. I'm surprised Monica has just totally ignored something. Well, not really ignored, but obviously... absolutely not. But not really ignored, but she's... I don't really think she's taken it with as much consideration as she should have, what Yuri's just said. But then again, at the same time, I mean, she obviously made it sound like it was a really bad thing, and God, I feel really bad. People like that, they don't deserve what... You know, they don't deserve any bullying. It's just horrible that they do, but this is the thing I've found. When you're different, you get bullied. It's sad, but it's kind of true in some ways. But, yeah. Sorry, I've just got massive OCD. Right, there we are. That's better. That's hilarious. So she likes romance as well. That's interesting. I wonder if she'd like the manga Natsuki reads. Yeah, God, that's horrible. God, I feel really bad for Yuri. I don't really know what's happened to her, but I just feel like she's had a lot of really bad experiences. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can totally see what she means. Absolutely not. Really, even if it was just between us. Oh my god, oh, okay, yeah, that is fair. Try asking somebody who has no shame, like Natsuki. Ouch. I'm sorry, I swear I didn't mean that. Well, I guess it was my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past, too, you know? Things I feel too embarrassed to re-experience. No, that is fair. But yeah, that is totally true. There's nothing wrong with going out of things. It happens to everybody. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is fair. For example, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me of quite a bit of how intense I used to be about my own interests. Yeah, fair enough. That sentence makes me remind of mine. It makes me think that she'll likely grow out of it too. Yeah, I do wonder. I mean, the thing is though, she doesn't necessarily have to grow out of the manga. Like, why does she need to grow out of it? If anything, I feel like she's probably going to be a little bit more rebellious. She's probably going to want to grow out of it less if people were just constantly forcing her to. Or at least bullying her because of the fact that she's not. It makes me think that she'll grow out of it too. Oh my god. Hey, were you talking about me? No, we were just... yeah, good one, Monica. Oh my god. Yeah, she saved it. Oh, we were just talking about how her interests have changed over the years. When did you get into manga, Natsuki? Like a couple of years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I wasn't really going hard until then. Oh god. Yeah, no, that is fair. What was it that inspired you to get more into it? Dunno, I guess. Let me think. Oh no, that's fair. Yeah, it was after I discovered a series that I really liked. Yeah, I was just like really fed up with a lot of things, and I got super into this one series that I really related to. Oh my god, that's kind of like how I got into visual novels, because obviously I loved Higurashi as the anime, and then I got really into anime. I got into anime. Yeah, what did you watch? Oh my god. Lane, Higurashi, Perfect Blue, Corpse Party. I know that's a fucking disgrace of an anime. There's the one that I forgot to mention. Elfen Lied, Happy Sugar Life. Yeah, I watched loads of really messed up anime, but to be fair, it's always the thing I've loved. evident by why I'm playing this game. I fucking love psychological horror. I love stories that really, really make you think. I don't really like action stories. Or when I say action stories, I don't like stories like, for example, Attack on Titan. I watched that, but I just didn't like it at all. I mean, I thought it was good what I saw, and it was really quite emotional, and some parts were psychological, sure. It's just, I can't really say the whole battle-related stuff interests me. But then again, maybe that's just because I haven't really experienced it in its best. And to be fair, the fact that I haven't watched Berserk, that doesn't help as well. Because I'm sure Berserk would be really, really good. But I just haven't. I'm just not really interested in anime anymore. I'm more interested in VNs. But like, the point is, that then made me get into VNs, and then I did Higurashi, and then I did Umineko, and then now that I've finished the When They Cry series, or I will play Sakonia probably, but not anytime soon. I want to do DDLC and other VNs, like I want to do the Bag of Milk series and You and Me and Her, and then I want to do Fata Morgana, and then I don't know, Muv-Luv I'll give a try too. I don't know, I've got a lot of plans. Yeah, I was just like really fed up with a lot of things, and I got super into this one series I really related to. Oh, you related to it. To be fair, I kind of related to Higurashi, but no, I kind of did, I kind of didn't. I related to the emotional stuff, but yeah, I just wanted to see horror and I fucking loved it. I guess I had an edgy phase where I just hated everybody around me and wanted to be by myself. No, that is fully fair, yeah. Funnily enough, when I got into anime, I think I was around that as well. Hey, kind of like Yuri. Oh my god, oh, that's bad. Monica! Yeah, no, I see what she's saying though. Oh, sorry. That's completely wrong, so... No, but it doesn't really surprise me. They do both have phases where they've just thought that they've hated everybody. I mean, Yuri hasn't really thought about it, as much as Natsuki, I don't really think. But, yeah, she was bullied. Of course she'd hate everybody around her. I mean, that's probably why she enjoys being alone so much, because, you know, what's the point of being with other people? It's still cool that you both really found your thing. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, seriously, yeah. They're almost like opposites, but it sounds, that they helped you, through a lot of hard times. You know it. Yeah, they both don't disagree. And they're such similar people, but they have different interests, sure, but they're really, really similar. Wow, what the heck? Is this book even bigger than the last one you were reading? Oh my god, yeah, how many pages? I really want to know. It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much. Oh my god, how high do you think it would go if you stacked up the whole series? Oh my god, Natsuki estimates by holding up her hand high above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack. Oh my god, I love that. I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long so that I can say I've read more than you. Well, Higurashi manga, it's 27, I think, if you include Psychology. And then you can get all of the spin-offs as well, and that probably goes to around 35. And then you can read the online ones, the really obscure chapters, then that probably goes to around 40. Boom. You could just do Higurashi, seriously. Well, to be fair, the online ones you can't get. Well, if they're in Japan, she probably could get physical copies of the online ones. I don't know. I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long, so that I can say I've read more than you. Fair enough, not that I haven't. Just get a part-time job, oh my god. Reasonable. Please, that would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page. I know, I was just joking. Yeah, no, that's fair. I could never actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me. Oh god, Yuri shoots a glare at Natsuki. It's not boring. Well, it is for Natsuki. Chill, I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion. I just think it's too convoluted. Yeah, no, that is fair. I mean, each to their own, I suppose. It kind of depends. I mean, manga, I feel, is more visual, and you're able just to... The thing that I think is better about books... well, no, the thing is, the reason why I think VNs are perfect is because manga has too little engagement and sound effects and, you know, stories and... Well, no, it has too little... It has too little in terms of sound effects and engagement, and I just think it doesn't captivate your interest for as long as a visual novel does. And also, visual novels have, like, I don't know, with some books they sometimes have a little bit too much text just to, just for it to be fun. So, I mean, I would read something. I do like books, but the thing is, I mean, I just think VNs do it in a much more manageable format, really. And I think when you combine them together, it's perfect. I can have my own opinion, I just think it's too convoluted. Sayori, are those from the floor? Those from the floor. Oh, gross. Also, wash your hands before touching any of my... Oh my god, I love that. God, it's as if the books are fucking classified. But my hands aren't dirty. Just do it. Oh god. The oils are there even if you can't see them. Yeah, understandable. Fine. I love that sprite of Sayori. It's so funny. Sayori trots out of the door and Natsuki follows. Oh my god, yeah, gotta check about the fact that she's washing her hands. Yuri, you look a little upset. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, she really, really needs to learn to respect her opinions because she's not calling her hobby boring. I mean, yeah, sure she is, but that's just her thought. You don't have to have your view influenced by... Well, no, she just has a bit too much pride, I suppose. What kind of nerve does she have to call my hobby boring? Well, she did correct herself. Hardly. She was so condescending. Yeah, Yuri really sounds like somebody that, you know, she just needs to learn to respect opinions more, to be honest, because Natsuki she did make it clear that it was her opinion, but yeah. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everybody. Yeah, no, fair. No, that is reasonable. But she knows how well... No, but she knows well how much these mean to me. So how about just leaving me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it? Yeah, no, that is fair. I mean... I do kind of see that, but I think still what I said beforehand kind of needs to be applied. Because the thing is, I'm going to be honest, I mean, I get that Yuri doesn't really like this, and Natsuki probably was excessive. She didn't need to say that. But at the same time, if she thinks this... And if she has this mindset, I feel like it's just going to be harder for her in the future, to be honest. I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like. Yeah. Especially in a literature club, so I should figure out how to mediate discussions to keep them in a positive and constructive manner. Yeah, fair. For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books, and also your ability... Oh my god, yeah, fair. And also your ability to get through them so quickly. Thank you. Okay, well, this is something that I'll have to think about and revisit. I'm sure I can help Natsuki find some common ground with you. No, I hope so. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. No, that is fair. That then, either way, I'll do my best. No, that's really good. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monika, but I'm skeptical. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, everybody. No, I really do wonder what Monika's gonna do. Sounds really quite unusual, this new track we've got. Ah, we have a special club meeting today. As you know, the Literature Club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. Yeah. Really interesting sound. Dude. They did such a horrible job of balancing some of these tracks. This is so much louder than any of the other ones. To be fair, I won't deny that it does sound good, but still, it's just really not balanced well. It's kind of annoying, that. Yeah. Yeah, no, fair enough. As you know, the Literature Club is a place where we get to share things we're really passionate about, but that also means we should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. Fully, yeah. I think we have a chance to turn our differences... I think we have a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I don't think she could have put it a little bit... She couldn't have put it any more cheesily, but at the same time I do kind of see what she means, because, you know, why does it have to be conflict? Why can't differences lead to further discussion? Because let's be honest, if you have differences, then there is a lot of fun in discussing them and also learning about other people's hobbies. But the thing is, that obviously implies that both sides are tolerant enough to be able to have that interest and accepting enough of the other person as well. So I suppose you've just got to make that happen, really. Yeah. This is important to me. No, that is fair, and I mean, especially with Monika, I mean, this is one of the... Again, anything that concerns the club, any potential, not really problem, but anything that is a little bit flawed, it's really important to see how this is going to increase. This is important to me. Well, sorry, I just feel like I'm being accused or something. Yeah, that is interesting. No, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm sorry if I came off that way. God, yeah, I feel really bad for Natsuki. I just kind of feel like, judging from that, I just feel like she has a little bit of difficulty in trusting people, but I don't know. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm sorry if I came off that way. But our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language, and I thought it would be a good topic for the Literature Club. Don't you think? Oh my god, yeah, fully, yeah. It's the best topic, it's suitable. I mean, the power of language in a Literature Club, of course that's good. I'm sure we're going to have differences in opinion a lot, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club. Yeah, I agree. If you say so. Sure. Yeah, good that she's not defiant. The cool thing about language is that it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. Oh my god, just look at some of Sayori's poems. Well, any of their poems. Yuri's poems, actually. I think that's the best example. We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when receiving our thought. Yeah, no, fair. You could say, I don't really like what you're doing, or you could say, I don't really like what you're doing, you fucking dickhead. Nah, just say that you don't like what you're doing and say it in a respectful and positive manner, because if you use anything that's not respect, then I don't think that'll be very good. Agreed. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. No, fair enough, yeah. It does go. Yeah, it can go from important things, i.e. poetry, like, when I say important things, I mean things they're passionate about, to just any everyday conversation. For example, Sayori, what's your favourite food? Cookies, bet. Oh my, that's hilarious. I have them organised by category. Should I start with snacks, or do you mean full meals? Should I include break? Oh my god, I love that. I love that you're just not going to get a complicated answer whatsoever. Oh jeez. Okay then, how about your fruit? Please complicate this. Oh damn it. That's easy. Cherries. Really? I always thought cherries tasted nasty. What? Oh god, yeah, no. No, I love that Sayori is just not even trying, yet she is just totally demonstrating what Monika kind of wants to fix. Cherries are delicious. Well, it's a pretty strong reaction. No, fair enough. Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty. Or maybe Sayori's acting this out. I think that's very unlikely though. How does it make you feel? Dunno, sad? Defensive maybe? Yeah, no, I totally see that, yeah. Yeah, I got defensive. Yeah, totally. See, the reason you had such a strong reaction wasn't because I just don't like... yeah, it wasn't because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. Yeah, no, fair enough. And I could really see in especially really important situations, I don't know, for example, like couple arguments, if it's about something really important. Yeah, especially if, well, no, I mean, it's not really, it kind of goes from opinions being under attack towards things that if they aren't agreed on, bad consequences are going to happen. So, yeah. I suppose there are always scenarios where people are going to really lose a lot if they... Like, what I'm trying to say is, I mean, I get that it's an opinion and it's bad that, you know, she feels it's under attack, but at least by that opinion being under attack, somebody else may not be affected, and there's going to be no knock-on effects. But the only thing that's kind of bad as well is, you know, if it went really out of hand, it could be their friendship that could be on the line. It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. But that's weird, right? Something like taste is completely subjective. But when I say something like, I think cherries taste nasty, I'm using objective language. No, that is... Yeah, so I suppose it is a fact that you think that. I'm challenging Sayori's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty. That is fair, I mean... Yeah, so Sayori's subjectively saying that she likes cherries, but then Monika's kind of objectively saying that, you know, she doesn't really think they're the best. I see that. Wait, hold on. How is that objective when you just said it was your own opinion? I suppose it's a fact that you think it? No, fair enough. It has to do with the way our brains interpret the words. You're talking about the reality of the... yeah, the reality of your cherries, not your feelings about them. Like, Sayori, let's rewind for a second and pretend I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. Good. Good, I love that. So what if instead of that, I said, like, I've tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavour I enjoy. I mean, I suppose you could say, I mean, that's objective, and that's, I suppose that is objective, but no, you've tried cherries, sure, that's objective. They're not for me, that's, I suppose that's an objective comment influenced by a subjective thought, and same for that. And they're both objective comments influenced by subjective thoughts, so they're 50-50. Well, that's fine. I've tried cherries and I think they're fucking disgusting. Nah, as long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is nasty is a nasty word. Fair enough. Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. It does though, seriously. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, this time around, instead of talking about the cherries, I just talked about my feelings and Sayori didn't get defensive. Nah, that is fair, yeah. Yeah, and I can see why Natsuki, she was kind of saying, like, it's just too convoluted, it's not really the best, it's... No, but I can see why somebody like Natsuki, you know, she just says it very directly, she doesn't really... And I suppose she says it more objectively, so that then challenges Yuri's viewpoint of what is actually happening, and then that just kind of creates hostility because then she gets defensive about it, and then an argument just occurs because the cycle, because that defensiveness causes more and more backlash, really. Yeah, that's interesting. You're using such a ridiculous analogy to convey something that really, really makes sense. I like it. I just hope people listen. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we've received an invitation to talk about our differences. Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, Sayori could say, like, what do you not like about cherries? No, you could just say... No, but then again, it's kind of tricky because that just... If you ask what do you not like about them, you could, for example, say, I think, I don't know, the taste is just so awful for me, or something like that. Or the fact that stones are a pain, or just something like that, you know? But because of the fact that you've said a subjective statement to sort of introduce that objective statement, there's probably going to be less chance of an argument actually occurring because of it. Yuri, you don't need to take... You don't need to... She's taking notes! Oh my god! I can't believe that. Let's be honest, Yuri is probably getting A star in everything. Yuri, you don't need to take notes. I'm not going to quiz you or something. I know that. I was just... Oh god, I feel bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you'd like. No, fair. But does anybody have any thoughts so far? Good point. Really good point, actually. I mean, you shouldn't feel like you have to do this, but if you did do it, then maybe it would make everywhere a bit nicer. But at the same time, that is a good point. Yeah, I just feel like I shouldn't have to put all my language through a filter just to protect somebody's feelings. Fair. Yeah, you don't have to, I agree. Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across to other people. Oh god, yeah, true. I'm only suggesting it as a tool to help turn your differences into a positive experience rather than an argument. Yeah. Right, Sayori? Whatever you say, cherry hater. Oh, come on. Sayori, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. It just feels so impossible if you have people like Sayori if that's her response. What the heck? I've been duped. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'll make it up to you later. Oh, that are cherries. Yeah, oh my god. I love this dialogue, it's so good. They really, really do humour well, whoever made this. You're welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president. My beloved president. Oh my god. No, that is fair. Buying your people's loyalty. How deplorable. Fair enough. I'll let you turn down a free Sunday, Yuri. You were certainly a fan of those cupcakes I brought in the other week. That was, I mean... No, but that implies that you're a fan. You've just said a statement that implies what Natsuki says. I was reading and not keeping track of them. Okay, that's enough. We're getting off topic. So now that we have the gist of it, it's always really weird that gist is just such a weird word. So now that we have the gist of it, how about we try it with something more relevant to the club? Oh boy. Like manga, right? Oh no, you shouldn't have put Natsuki on the spot. I think that was a mistake. Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences in opinion. No, that's fair. Yuri, do you want to start? Of course Yuri is starting. Well, I'd rather not, no. Fair. Well, how come? Well, because... Oh my god, that's so funny. No, I'm sorry, but if I heard this, I would just think, oh my god, I'm in a problem here. I don't see how anything productive can come from that. But then again, yeah, it's just going to start a fight, and that's the worst thing, and that is the problem that Monika is trying to fix. No, it'll be fine. This is why I'm here to moderate. Nah, fair. Yeah, let's just have a calm and rational discussion. Yeah, because obviously Natsuki is insanely passionate about her hobby, so, you know, can she have somebody rationally talk about the differences and not have any objective statements like, I'm better than, my hobby's better than yours, or just things that would spark toxicity, really. Let's just have a calm and rational discussion. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child. You don't have to coddle my feelings. No, that is fair. Yeah, no, that is understandable what Natsuki's saying. The only problem is, I feel like if you speak your mind in a way that's not respectable to the other party, then the other party's just going to feel a little bit more sad just because of it. They're going to feel more offended, and then that defensive cycle that we've kind of brushed up on is going to occur, and conflict basically is going to be the result. I always think it's more respectful just to speak your mind. Respectable? Yudi's expression changes at that word, as Monika recalls. Oh, being respected was the crux of the matter for Yudi. Oh. Well, the point of the exercise isn't exactly, like, it's fine. No, that is fair. Yeah, I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is fair. But at the same time, this is kind of bad because that's making it sound like manga is for babies. That's the worst thing. I just prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated beyond the set. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. This is the thing. I feel like Yuri is obviously... I mean, she's obviously really passionate about what she does, but the problem is, I mean... just this alone. She's doing what Monika's asking, but it may still offend Natsuki. Oh, well, that's just a misunderstanding then. Oh, God, yeah. I thought you were going to say that manga's for children or something. Like, I don't hear enough of that. That's just the worst thing. It's a societal belief, and everybody will go on it. But there's plenty of deep manga. Oh, no, that's really good. I think, to be honest, I feel like if this discussion hadn't have happened, if Yuri said that, then I kind of get the impression that, this probably would have led to an argument. But there's plenty of deep manga. I'm not clueless about manga. Oh, really? Damn. I'm surprised. I've read my own fair share when I was younger. What, are you serious? After all this time, this is what we realise? Wow. Yeah. How come you never told me? It was just like why Natsuki never told anybody she was a writer. I'm just seriously surprised. I'm so surprised that she isn't a person who has not read books for the entirety of her life. How come you never told me? God, yeah, because I'm past that point in my life, and I really prefer not to revisit it. Yeah, that's fair. God, I feel bad for Yuri. It just really sounds like, I don't know, whatever happened here is just, it's just been really quite bad. Yeah, no, that is reasonable. I prefer more mature things now. Excuse me? Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here? It's so hard. Yeah, let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that somebody is immature for being into it? Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily. You don't have to be immature. You can be mature to enjoy an immature story. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of reasonable. But I suppose in this situation, obviously, it's kind of... It's a good means of teaching Yuri, I suppose. What's going to happen? Oh, God, yeah. Well, maybe it's immature to judge people for having different tastes to you. Yeah. Nobody's immature. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy, and I love them both in their own way. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean... She's just kind of gone roundabout. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Yeah, no, that's fair. Boring isn't subjective. Okay, it bores me. That's subjective. Yeah, I suppose so. But, I mean, the thing about... This is ridiculous. To be honest, I think what Monika is trying to say is good, but she's just going too far. Yeah, do you see why I didn't want to participate? Yeah, honestly. I mean, I think what Monika's trying to do, really, really good, but the thing is, I just feel like it's going a bit too far, and I feel like it's just going a bit too obsessive, so much so that her sort of way is not really going about it. But to be fair, I think she's trying to get a lesson that she's learnt straight from the debate club in here, really. Let's be honest here. Do you see why I didn't want to participate in this? Yeah, I knew it was just going to make people upset. I'm not upset. Oh, fuck. Yeah, like I said, I don't care what other people think. Oh, God, yeah, that's bad. But I always got the impression that you secretly looked down upon me, so I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. Oh, yeah, that's bad. It's not true at all. You're making assumptions. You can't blame me for getting defensive when nobody ever has had the least bit of respect for the things I'm into. Yeah, no, that is fully fair. Yeah, I think I'd probably be similar to her. But then again, you've got to be careful about situations like these. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business. No, that is fair, but I don't really think Natsuki is necessarily trying to do that. I mean, she was just trying to state an opinion, and the thing that's kind of... I think Monika's message was a little bit wrong here. I think it should more just be, don't take things out of context. You don't necessarily have to make yourself more subjective. You just have to not take things that are objective out of context, and you have to not make it so that they really badly offend you. I think that would be a better message than the one she's trying to do. What, have you looked in the mirror? Yeah, that's the bad thing. Tell me again about respect after calling all of my interests immature. You can't... Please stop. Oh, God. Yeah, Sayori doesn't look happy at all. Please? You don't mean the things you're saying right now. Let's just be friends. No, seriously, I think Monika was trying to do something good, and I think Sayori, well, in a bit they probably will appreciate what she's done, but not now. Not now, no way, no. I don't think they can appreciate what's happening now. What the fuck has happened to my webcam? I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. I love that. God, yeah. Yeah, no, that is a fair point. So please don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time, okay? I can see why. I mean, the thing is about Yuri, I don't really think what she's saying is the most fair, because... No, but she kind of was doing that, but at the same time it wasn't really with a bad intent. Yeah, no, fair enough, and she's never normally that angry. I mean, yeah, that properly is bad. It just totally went wrong. Everything that Monika wanted to try and prevent, ironically, happened. The thing is, though, it's not the question. The moral is not to be more subjective. It's to respect opinions more, because you don't have to be subjective or objective. I think you just need to. To be fair, I think you do, but in this situation, I don't think any of them are going to change their language. So I think if they can't change their language, just teach them to respect each other's opinions more, really, and obviously to get less defensive about them. But then again, though, I mean, look at what Yuri said. I mean, you know, she's been bullied for her interests so much, so it would be kind of insane to force her to be defensive. Yeah, that's really bad. God, yeah, that's horrible. God, yeah. Yeah, she really has started a problem. I mean, to be fair, it was something. This is something that isn't really the best, and it may be a little bit. It may be really difficult to change, but at the same time, I mean, this is one of the things where you could just make everything continue as it is. You don't have to solve it, and everything can still function. But it's just a better place if you do solve it. So I do wonder what Monika's going to do. Is she going to give up, or is she going to try and solve it in the end? Who knows? Yuri's piercing words sent the clubroom into a choked silence as she gathers her things. Yeah, no, fair enough. She leaves. Holy crap. No, seriously, I think if you don't realise how much pride she has in her interests, then, I mean, my god, I don't know when you ever will. Oh god, I feel really bad for Yuri. She's probably really upset. Yeah, I've never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. Well, you weren't very nice either, so... Yeah, no, that is fair. I was just saying. How did this happen? It's my fault. Yeah, no. No, that is fair. I mean, to be honest, I think Monika was trying her hardest, but at the same time, I mean... Yeah, Yuri wasn't wrong. I shouldn't have tried to moderate... Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I am at dealing with conflicts. It was a really stupid thing for me to do. Yeah, it's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid. No, it did have a good intent. Yeah, no, fair enough. Maybe even Yuri wouldn't have expected this. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. Yeah, no, fair. Yeah, but I guess we're sensitive about the things we really love. Honestly, she kind of brought it upon herself. Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't really know whether Yuri actually said whether this happened or not. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga, but if you actually look down on other people for it. Yeah, that's the kind of point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things, it's just about... Yeah, no, seriously, just recognising and understanding our differences. Yeah, no, that is really, really true. Okay, but here's the point about that. Yeah, no, that's the worst thing. I do wonder, is that Natsuki just being defensive? Is that why she's getting that impression? Or is it actually because she does? Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you were trying to do, but I really think the problem here is her. Not just like the way we all... Not just like the way we all talk to each other, right? I still think it's both. I mean... Yeah, no, that is true. But at the same time, it's just really tricky because she may be sweeter to Sayori, but is that because she looks down on her or not? Like, it's kind of tricky. Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everybody should. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'll be fine. It'll be fine even. Not I'll be fine. No, of course Monika will. I mean, if she didn't reflect as the club president, I don't know who would. It's just not really a good... Well, it's just... Nothing's going to go forward if she doesn't, and this could potentially screw things over as well. I'll figure something out. Oh god, yeah, wow, I'm just like saying that instinctively. Well, to be fair, not if you do something correctly. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. This wasn't your fault, Monica. Yeah, no, I see that. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out. Yeah, I suppose you could know that somebody is looking down on you rather than I suppose you may know somebody's looking down on you rather than just somebody not really, well, rather than always trying to potentially be friendly with somebody without actually knowing maybe it could be better. I feel kind of bad for Natsuki though, but sorry, I mean Sayori obviously, and Monica as well, because I mean this is not really how everything was meant to be. They were meant to come to a standstill really, because I can just move on now, but it's fine, I promise. Let's just get our mind off this, okay? In fact, it's a oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, no. To be honest, I think it's really, really fair what Natsuki is saying. I totally see that. In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeding Yuri's superiority complex. Now, I think Natsuki was a little bit defensive because it's only natural that these guys are defensive about their interests because they've all been really bullied for having them, and of course, they'll just treat these other people as if they're bullies, really. So of course they'll be defensive. But like the thing is, I mean, I suppose there's also that. I've always noticed Yuri saying, like, you know, my stuff is more mature, it has more words, it has more, oh, it's just better and more intellectual and stuff like that. Yeah, so I can't see that. I can't see why she'd say that. Don't be mean. I'll talk or read manga or whatever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay? No, I mean, I get that, but I kind of feel like she's just being a little bit realistic. Yeah, it's good that she didn't continue that. Sorry. I'm just bitter. Yeah, no, fair. To be honest, it is kind of hard. It is really, really difficult. Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but I at least know that we're all good people and don't want to hurt each other. No, seriously, they all are good people, even Yuri. This will be a learning experience. It will be though, seriously. You just need to... Oh, yeah. No. If anything, it's really quite funny. Just this is so evident that it's not only going to be a learning experience for them, but it's also going to be a learning experience for Monica. And when I say that, I mean a big learning experience as well. Monica says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force. No. That is fair. Yeah, the reassuring tone in her voice. This is bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other the least out of anybody. Yeah, no, fully understandable. Yeah, I've always noticed that. But I suppose it's an issue that needs to be dealt with. This is bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other the least out of everyone. And this is the reason. As Sayori and Natsuki proceeds to distract themselves with manga. Oh god, yeah, she's just totally alone with her thoughts. That's the worst. Monica sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Yeah, reasonable. Will the club really have to just come to terms with the fact that some members will be incompatible with each other? I mean, yeah, maybe in the worst case, sure, but maybe they'll be able to get along. It's really hard to tell, genuinely. It's just really sad because I think without this problem dividing them up, they would be friends and they would be able to have fun with each other. Monica desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Sayori doesn't either. Yeah. No, fair enough, but for once a solution doesn't seem to be in sight. To be fair, a solution that Monica has actually thought about herself. What about a solution, for example, Sayori could have thought about? Oh, nice. So, is this... Where's the new... Is it? Yeah, I think it is, yeah. Yeah. Let us teamwork. And it's interesting, the title of the story, Reflection. I mean, that really, really does help, because I suppose, you know, they're just not only reflecting on everything that's happening with them, but also how they treat another person and how they treat somebody who is totally different to them. And it's interesting with Natsuki because, I mean, she's being really defensive, but she's only being defensive because she feels as if Yuri is offending her, really. But at the same time, this is the worst thing. It's the other way around. These are the worst people to have. This is just the worst opposition. So I'm really curious, firstly, if it's going to be resolved, and secondly, if it is going to be resolved, how it's going to be resolved. So, yeah, let's get into this. Right, I'm just going to take a bit of a break, but then I'll come back. Right, okay, let's just finish this, see this to the end, and honestly, let's see how everything actually ends. I'm really, really interested just to see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen, so yeah, I do wonder. I mean, I kind of get the impression that it's either going to go really well or it's going to just go completely wrong. It's really, really hard to tell. It really is. A new day arrives. Sayori arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is... I love that. That is not late. I'm surprised. So she actually was early. Impressive. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. Oh. So she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper. Oh my god, I thought that said printed, and then I thought that said primed, so I just kind of said printed and then primed at the same time. Primed to jot down her thoughts. Sayori has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever possible. Oh god, yes, it tends to serve as her best inspiration for poetry. No, that does actually make sense. Do you remember all of those really weird secret poems we were getting within Act 2? I think they're just representations of Sayori's thoughts, really, and god. I don't know whether that's the case. I really don't know. It's hard to tell, but if it is, then fucking hell, that's horrible. But then again, maybe it's just Monika trying to sort of, in the original, just trying to desecrate sort of anything to do with, you know, the legacy of Sayori and how we view her. Maybe it's just a subtle means of telling us just to, I don't know, just to completely... I mean, to be fair, a lot of the things that are there, they just really depict her as somebody who's just a bit psychotic, to be honest. So, you know, maybe it's just thinking... Maybe it's just... Monika trying to make us doubt whether Sayori really was the person she said she was or something like that. But then again, that doesn't really add up, because if that was the case, then I'd feel more bad for her rather than, you know, want to hate her more. Sayori has made a habit of scribbling. Yeah. No, that is fair. My heart feels vacant because a ship sailed away. Yo. Oh my god, that must have been unexpected. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I suppose it's just a ship has sailed away, as in, you know, not everybody is there and not everybody is feeling up to, you know, their usual standards. Yeah! Natsuki? Oh my god. Oh, and Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door. Oh shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh my god. No, fair enough. Fair enough, yeah. What? I've just been spying on you for this last, I don't know, however long I've been in here. But it would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. That's hilarious. Oh my god, yeah, fair enough. I doubt you want me listening in on your poetry thing. Yeah. Thanks for realising that. Yeah, my god, yeah, that must be really good for her. God, should I let you finish that up then? Oh no, it wasn't. I mean, I just do it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting. Alright. No, that is fair. It's interesting. I feel like poetry is a really, really good thing for Sayori because, you know, whenever she has some thoughts that she needs just to get out of her head and get down onto paper, she can. And it must be great, that. Where's Monika, by the way? Really good question. Piano lesson? Oh god, I feel bad. She's probably finding that really difficult then. She's out in the hallway. Huh? Why? Well... Oh, yeah, okay, understandable. Yeah, just in case she runs into Yuri. I mean, yeah, Monica was finding it really, really difficult last time just because of, you know, it's just something that she's not really always been good at, you know, just mediating conflicts. So, yeah, I suppose it's just putting her straight into the deep end, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come into the club room by herself, so... Oh god, that's horrible. I feel really bad for her for that. I mean, even now, even when she's integrated here so fucking well, she's still too nervous. That's horrible. Oh. Yeah, no, fair. Jeez, does Yuri really let things bother her for that long? No, I know, it's just totally, it's horrible. But yeah, she can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Yeah, no, fully understandable. Yeah, God, Sayori. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while. But as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back. Yeah, no, fair enough. Because the thing is, especially with a lot of things, I really hate it whenever something's inevitable and it's just you and your thoughts. You know, you can never ever put something off, it just has to happen. Those are the worst times because hopefully it's something that you'll just start doing and then you'll go really, really well and you'll flow through it easily, but it doesn't necessarily happen all of the time. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is a good point. I just want us to have a normal club meeting. Yeah, because ever since Monica has been talking about this, it's kind of drifted away from the norm and it's just got a little bit tricky, but yeah, I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we just all ignore it and move on. I mean, that is true, but at the same time, if you do that, then there's going to be an issue that is just going to persist and it's just going to make things harder. I don't want to be bothered by this. Yeah, fully understandable though. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, no, that is fair. Oh, no, I do see that, yeah. Besides, it makes you feel really guilty, and I hate that too. It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. No. Let's figure this out together. Fine. I love that, only because you're good at this stuff. Nah, she'd really like that. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that will help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from. Yeah, I know. Well, I was happy the way things were before we had that conversation yesterday. I know, that is the tricky thing. But the only thing is, I suppose this is the tricky thing. Everybody is happy, but the thing is, obviously, when Natsuki and Yuri have conversations, it may be a little bit trickier just to have one without an argument, to be honest, and you know, it may lead to something in the future as well, so long term I suppose it's probably one of the best things to do. What part of the conversation made you upset? Or just, yeah, was it Yuri being mean about the manga? Maybe. I doubt it though. Oh god, yeah. The only thing is, I feel like anybody in this club is a real friend and these other friends are fucking twats. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, but I just brush it off and ignore them. But something about it really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting that happen. Yeah, no, that is fair though. Is it because it came from Yuri? No, why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. This is the most important club to her, of course it would get to her more. Jesus Christ, I'm seeing things. I hate that she thinks she's so much better than me just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. No, fully understandable. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me, or manga or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, definitely. Everybody deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. They do, yeah. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? After this? Obviously not. But to be fair, I mean, I do get what Natsuki is kind of saying. I mean, what about before this? Well, yeah. Yeah, but she still would give them a chance, I suppose. I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But how do you necessarily know that that's going to make you bored, though? But if you actually keep an open mind, then it's not hard to realise that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated. Yeah, and also the other way around as well. If Natsuki has an open mind when not only talking to Yuri and, you know, reading the things she likes, then I'm sure she can find some stuff that she never would have been able to find before. Yeah, I see. But you know, I like Yuri's books. It shouldn't matter. Yeah, but you like manga more, right? Sayori shakes her head. I like them both. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It just matters the fact that you like them both. It doesn't matter, you know, one isn't greater than the other. Yeah, no, that's really well said. Yeah, I like them in different ways, but I like them both. Yeah. Yeah, no, fair. I mean, the manga, it's really honest and fun and easy just to let go with. And the fantasy has a lot to interpret and uncover, and it's really rewarding to have some good, quiet time together with it. No, I agree. And the best thing with stories like those is, you know, the story is just... I love it. Reading the story is just the beginning. Actually interpreting and understanding the story is, you know, something that's going to happen. It's the next part of the journey, really. Like, it's a really good book when it's ambiguous, when reading it is half the fun. And the fantasy has a lot to win, but that goes with any book, for example. I mean, a lot of these books, a lot of these visual novels, just the lessons they uncover, really, really good. And the fantasy has a lot to interpret and uncover, and it's really rewarding to have some good time, quiet time together with it. But the most important thing is that both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. No, that is fair. I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think. Yeah, no, that is reasonable because I mean you can get fantasy manga as well, and well, no, I mean, I suppose they could be the same genre and maybe those genres could have similarities, but still, it really depends on the book and the manga, really. Oh, that is interesting. Well, it's because she's not neutral, and well, it's because Sayori's neutral and she's not particularly biased on one side, really. No, I can see that. Yeah, no, that's fair. Nah, but it's just Yuri exerting superiority on Natsuki and... But yeah. Yeah. To be fair, I get that Natsuki wouldn't really want to give Yuri's books a chance, but she would give them a chance until she got bored. But then again, if she had an open mind, then maybe she would be able to enjoy it. But at the same time, obviously, in a situation like this, you can't force somebody to enjoy something. Like, she can't really say validly that Yuri's work, well, that Yuri wouldn't really, she doesn't really know what she's talking about. She can't validly say that because firstly she's read manga, and secondly she wouldn't really be willing to, well, she also, Yuri wouldn't be willing to try manga that Natsuki likes with an open mind, because maybe if you go away from your bias there's a chance that maybe you'll enjoy something, but at the same time, I mean, it is just a chance. It's not necessarily something that will happen. Umineko, oh my god, that so applies to that series. Well, yeah, series. There are 8 episodes to it, of course, and 9 if you count. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but if you count another extra console arc. Yeah, there is room for both of them in the same club. I really like that. How do you get along with everyone so well? This is really going to be a learning point for Natsuki, I think. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I get what Natsuki means. Yeah, I can see why. I always get into fights with people. Like, first it was with Monica when I was new to the club. To be fair, Monica was in the wrong with that. She was partly, but Monica, I think. To be fair, they both were. It's tricky. But like with Monica, they both are in the wrong here. And to be fair, she has got into fights. She's gotten into fights with... I mean, nobody else has gotten into any fights. It's just her, but still. I mean, with all of these fights comes great learning curves. So I suppose it's bad yet good. My first was with Monica when I was new to the club. And then it was you... Oh my god, yes, Sayori as well, yeah, technically. And now it's Yuri. God. Yeah, that is tricky. And I'm always like, oh, that person is being such a jerk, and if they just realise that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. Yeah. Oh god. No, that's not true whatsoever. I just keep running away from the reality that everybody's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. Oh god, and I don't know why. I don't know what to do about it. To be honest, Sayori, I mean, obviously she's going to be biased. Of course she's going to say otherwise, but, you know, she's going to say something very true. People do like her. I don't know what's wrong. No, yeah, no, I hate it. God, yeah, that must be so horrible for her to hear. Natsuki. Good, yeah, Sayori puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, you're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as anybody else. Yeah. I agree. Everybody has different ways they like to communicate, you know? And sometimes that makes it harder for us to understand each other. Yeah, no, that is fair. I think that sometimes we get lucky and we make friends who are really good at the same kind of communication. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. And it feels like you magically connect with it. Yeah, kind of like Sayori and Monica. But other times, even if both people were really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other or to get the communication wrong. No, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's something that Yuri struggles a lot with too. It can be really hard. It just takes a lot of like reflection and self-awareness and vulnerability. I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. No, I always see that in her defensiveness, and it does make sense. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Well, yeah, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. No, that's not stupid at all. That's really, really fair. Like, my friends... Oh, God. Yeah, like my friends and I guess my dad, when I don't get good grades or even stupid things, like if my room isn't... God, that's horrible. So what am I going to do? Cry about it? Yeah, no, that is fair. If I let myself get upset, then it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I do see what Natsuki's saying, but at the same time, if you don't let yourself get upset, then you're just bottling up emotions. It's probably going to make something in the future a lot worse. I'm better than all of them. So things always have to be everybody else's fault. Yeah, that's interesting. You sort of divert the fault from yourself because... Well, I mean, then again, sometimes it is not your fault. But if it is your fault and then you use this mindset to blame it on somebody else, then that's not good at all. It feels like if something goes wrong, and there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then... Yeah, that is interesting. I just get really angry, and I find ways to blame everything else instead. Do you see yourself as better than Yuri? If I said that, then I would just sound really full of myself. No, fair. I wonder what Sayori's saying. No. Our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Yeah, no, fair. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them if we want to learn more about themselves. It's a part of vulnerability, you know? No, that is fair, accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. Oh God, yeah, that she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her Reggie. Oh my God, in her Reggie phase, and that I'm just way above that. God, fucking hell, yeah, she really is going for it. Yeah, but I'm terrible for feeling that way. I mean, she may feel that way, but at the same time, the fact that now she's coming and then she's recognising that, you know, feeling like that is not okay whatsoever. And, you know, if she's just the slightest bit wrong, just instinctively just passing the blame onto other people, really, it's not good at all. I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible. You are not your feeling. That's a really weird thing to say. You are. But, yeah, no, she's saying it again. You are not your feelings. Say that to yourself out loud. Fine. I'm not my feelings. Oh. It's really unusual. Yeah, but I suppose Yuri definitely has a different way of communicating with Natsuki. But the thing is, they just have completely opposite opinions, so it's going to be really hard to make it so that they, well, they're intact, really. No, that is totally reasonable though. Yeah, no, I fully agree. The way I like to picture it is that those feelings are like your roommate. You live in the same house and you've got to see each other each day. And even if you can ignore each other most of the time, oh yeah, you're going to run into each other every now and then. It's going to make you feel like, just say shit, oh my god. To be fair, none of these people ever swear. I mean, they are in a literature club after all, but still. Yeah, you can ignore a feeling, but at the same time it's going to be something that does, no, that is fully understandable, yeah. I suppose that goes with feelings, it goes with emotions. You can't really ignore an emotion, because if you don't, then there's going to be a time when that emotion hits you, and then you won't know how to deal with it. But no, I totally see that, because, you know, they're always going to bump into each other, and it's just going to be so awkward. The club isn't going to fully function if they can't fully know each other. So the other option is to get to know each other. Yeah, fair. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for the better. Yeah, no, that's reasonable. Does that help you understand? No, that is a fair question. How do you know so much about this stuff? I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Oh. Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean... Yeah, my god. No, it's going to be interesting to see Natsuki's reaction. Yeah, it must be so... I really do wonder how Natsuki's going to sort of change all of the ways, you know, she views Sayori depression. But, yeah, but that's because she's masking her depression, but you're like the happiest person I know. Yeah, that's such a great usage of it, because that's so true. Yeah, I'm not my feelings. Yeah, no, I totally see that. No, but the only thing is, I mean, it's interesting that Sayori's saying, you know, you don't have to be the person that your feelings would make you out to be. Because even though you may feel like that, you could potentially just try to, mask those feelings and try to, you know, act differently to how you feel, so that, you know, the other person in the argument is just, well, they're going to have a better time, really. So you've got to sort of not act like your feelings are, so that other people can have better lives, really. I want to be a good person like you. Oh, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You, Yuri, and Monika. Yeah, and her, my god. And I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Yeah, no, I hope so. Natsuki remained silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. No, fair enough. Despite Sayori's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as though flowing from a wound inside her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No, it wasn't as though she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that cannot simply be bandaged and left alone any longer. What's happening now? Are we going to see Monika and Yuri? Oh! Damn, we've got a new background here. Got a new theme as well. Oh no, never mind. No, it's actually really interesting to me to think about the fact that, you know, with the whole wound-related stuff, I mean, well, I suppose it's just the fact that Natsuki really doesn't like how she is and how she acts to other people and how she just hates what her feelings are leading her to be. And it's really interesting that, you know, now it's as if she's kind of discovering, you know, rediscovering a problem that she has about just in general how she treats other people and why she's so defensive and why she feels as if she always needs to be the one in the upper hand. So what's going to happen with Yuri? How is she going to be changed? Is she going to be changed? Better question. Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you. Hi. Please don't yell at me. Oh. Oh god. Oh no, I feel really bad for her. The fact that she's actually thinking that Monika would do that. Oh, I'm not going to yell at you. Oh yeah, no, great. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. No, I got total opposite of what Yuri was thinking. It was unfair for me to put everybody on the spot like that. No, that is fair. But then again, I mean, she had good intentions. I do wonder what Yuri's going to say. I really do. Next time, I won't try to jump in and solve everybody's problems. I guess that's a bad habit of mine. Yeah, God, it kind of reminds me of Sayori. The only thing is I feel Sayori just does it a little bit better because she's just a little bit better at doing it than Monika is. But to be honest, I feel like if they're both, I don't really think it's just one that can do it. I think it works the best when it's both of them. Next time I won't try and jump in and solve everybody's problems. Guess it's a bad habit of mine. You're not mad at me? No way. No. Yeah, I thought you were the one mad at me. No, fair enough. Oh yeah, that's great that she's realised. No. We've got Natsuki realising just in general, you know, the fact that she is not her feelings and, you know. I feel like by taking on that mentality, it's kind of like a mindset that you sort of mask yourself. It's really prone to failure, by the way, can I just say. But I think if you mask yourself as a better person than your feelings are letting you be, then gradually your feelings will change to sort of allow for the person you're masking, really. Could be a very bad thing, but in this case it's a good thing. I was so awful yesterday. Yuri curls up, recalling the details of the argument. Yeah, oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah, that must... Yeah, no, I can see why that would make her upset. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everybody upset. Hold on, that's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? Yeah, fair. Yuri pauses for a second, then manages a nod. Monika takes her seat next to her on the staircase. Oh god. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns and I can't get away from that. Nah, to be honest, Yuri really needs somebody at the moment. What kind of negative thought patterns? Like everybody hates me. No, that's reasonable. And the thing that's kind of worse is, if it wasn't for these guys intervening, you know, so would Natsuki. Natsuki would think that Yuri hates her as well, and she's just... Well, if anything, Natsuki doesn't really like Yuri, but at the same time... Well, I'm kind of confused on what Natsuki's view for Yuri is. I mean... No, I think Natsuki doesn't really like Yuri at the moment. She doesn't really see the friendship that Yuri could give. Especially Natsuki. Oh, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? No, because I'm just thinking about, you know, the fact that her feelings wanted her to... Well, to be fair, I take back what I said. Her feelings just wanted her to think about the fact that she's just superior, you know, superiority complex, just only cares about herself, edgy, not really the type of person that anybody would want. But at the same time, I mean, she feels horrible for having the fact that her feelings are like that. And to be honest, I really relate to that. Yeah, and Monika thinks back to the time she herself found herself in an altercation with Natsuki, and how a display of maturity from Monika was enough for Natsuki to... Oh my god, yeah, no, she has to do it. Yeah, and how a display of maturity from Monika was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think... Yeah, me too. I think Natsuki is naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. God, yeah, no, I totally see that. Yeah, no, I agree. But, you know, she's really not a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. It must just be so hard for Yuri to see that. She just... Well, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first, before she feels comfortable returning it. Yeah, fair. And I suppose Yuri has never given her the opportunity for that kindness. It's only just contrast. But then that means the burden is on me. No, that is fair, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I see what she means. God. That's fair. I feel that as well. I mean, there's just some people where you just feel as if they're a brick wall where you just can't approach them, because if you do, then it's either going to cause backlash on you or it's going to cause something bad to happen. I totally see what she means. I don't know how to say things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just... Oh, God. Yuri shakes her head at herself and tugs on her hair. No, fair enough. It's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. I think anybody would like you if they had the chance to get to know you. No, that is fair. I mean, understandable. I wonder if Yuri's going to say, does Natsuki really have the chance to get to know her just because of how different they are? Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative in the first place. Because everybody used to think I was weird and... Oh, God, and talk about me behind my back. It's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more respectful when people speak their mind. Oh yeah, no, I see that, yeah, so I did. And then she hated me anyway. That was enough to confirm my fears. But Sayori and I like you, and we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Yeah, I agree. Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. Yeah, no, because it's totally true. Yeah, and that just proves that, I mean, to be fair, I get that Sayori and Monika were enthusiastic to get to know them. It's a bit different with Natsuki because she isn't. But at the same time, they do still like each other. It's not impossible to get a friendship like that. Yeah. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. That's not what I meant, really. I just... Yeah, no, I do wonder as well. I was just wondering if you had an opinion of her. I suppose Monika's probably asking that just so that, you know, she can just have a vague idea of what she really needs to do in order to resolve all of the problems that Yuri is feeling. Yeah, me too. I think what Monika's saying is very true. Yeah, but no, that does totally make sense. Yeah. No, but I do totally see that because Yuri hasn't really given Natsuki the kindness that she would necessarily require in order to, you know, make it so that she would feel in a state of mind to reciprocate it. Yeah, that is quite tricky. Yeah, but nobody would like her because of the fact that they don't have the chance to get to know her. God, I really do wonder if Yuri was ever sociable. Because judging by the fact that she says any more, could that actually imply that, you know, she was sociable at one point, but just because of the fact that so many people have just totally, you know, bullied and ostracized her, she's thought loneliness was the better way and has completely destroyed a lot of social skills that she may have had. I wonder. I really do. But the thing is, I mean, yeah, I was kind of like that. I mean, but I'm not really like that anymore. So what I'm trying to say is, maybe, I mean, Yuri's worse than me, but like maybe she could. I mean, it'd be very hard, but at the same time, she has very good people to help her, i.e. Sayori and Monika. Yeah, no, that is quite tricky. But the thing is, it's not because it's just because of the fact that they have different opinions. It's not because of the fact that Natsuki doesn't really like Yuri. They do like each other, sure, but the only thing is, I mean, it's just they have very conflicting views. Because Natsuki can't accept Yuri's opinion when she does try to speak her mind and do what she thought Sayori liked. But the thing is, it's just a defense mechanism as well. She says she wants people to speak their mind and to be really direct, but in reality, she's not like that at all. She doesn't like it when people say things that disrespect her. She just wants to put up a tough front and just wants to make herself seem the strongest because she's probably so used to being downcast. It's horrible. Yeah. I do. Yeah, no fair. What is it? Yeah, no, I think it's really good that she's realising. But the thing is, it's really interesting to think about the fact that these differences in opinion. It's really funny because when Monica was just thinking, you know, change the way you say opinions to each other, I think when they make up, they're going to fully take that lesson in, by the way, can I just mention? But, you know, she's just saying change opinions, and now they're both realising that as a result of their conflicting views and their lack of ability to accept it, and, you know, just the opposite of a lack of ability in terms of just how personally it affects them, you know, now they're realising that brings the worst out in them, and, you know, realising that is what can begin the management of it, really, and maybe even the negotiation and, you know, just sorting it out. Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed of it. Yeah, fair enough. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for somebody to just treat me like I'm inferior, despite my tastes. Yeah, no, but that's kind of why. I mean, Natsuki is kind of treating Yuri as inferior because of the fact that her tastes are the things that she sort of builds a superiority complex on. So of course she would think that that's the case. It's just the worst kind of insult coming from somebody like her. No, that is fair, and isn't it interesting to think about the fact that, you know, both sides of the equation are becoming more and more equal. You know, this is exactly what Natsuki feels as well. They hate both of the same things about each other. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, no, fair enough. No, that's fair. But everybody else seems to like her, so... Oh, yeah, no, I can see why she'd think that. Yeah, but everybody else seems to like her, so the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. Yeah, my feelings about her are wrong. And I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. Yeah, no, fair. She really is maturely reflecting on it, my god. It is childish, I do kind of see that, but... No, then again, I mean, I get... to be fair, she probably is being kind of harsh on herself, but it's realistic. No, Yuri, feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? Well, yeah, I suppose you can't deny a feeling. No. I suppose you can't... As in wrong, you can't deny a feeling. As in right, I mean... You know, you can't deny a feeling for existing, but at the same time that feeling may not be morally right. I think that's what she's saying. They're just a state of being that we don't always have control over. No, fair enough. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. Yeah, reasonable. I feel like that's something I learned. Yeah, no, totally unsurprising. Yeah, and that really makes sense because of Sayori. If somebody like Sayori can live while being one of the most happy and nice people, then I think these people can. Holy shit. That's not to necessarily say they don't matter and Sayori's so much better than them. It's just, you know, if she can do it, then it's possible for them, really. I feel like that's something I learned around when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. Yeah, fair. Or we can, you know, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. Yeah, that's really interesting. You could hate a feeling so you could understand the root of that feeling, and then what you could do once you've understood the root, you can sort of separate yourself from the feeling and try not to let the feeling, because let's be honest, the feeling is really hard to deny, so you try to let that feeling not affect the sort of goings on of your life, really. That's really interesting. It's a really interesting and kind of roundabout way of solving the issue, but at the same time though, it does make sense and I really like it. I'd never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's about how you handle them. No, fully fair enough. I mean, you can't... Yeah, so you have a feeling and then... Yeah, you have a feeling and you have to look at the root of it and then how you control that feeling when you fully understood it, instead of just trying to change yourself and just thinking you must change yourself. That's a really interesting way of looking at it. Yeah. That's fair. It's about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. No, that's a really good point. No, she's got a really good point there. And it's surprisingly a good opportunity to connect with a person even more. Yuri wears a dejected expression. You make it sound so easy. No, that is a good point. You're so mature. Or so she. It's just the thing is she has a little bit of a perspective that she doesn't. And so good with people. Well, you don't have to be good with people in this situation. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri. No, I totally agree. I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. Yeah, I like that. These are learned skills. They didn't come naturally to me either. it's really hard to like reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. Yeah, no, fully understandable, because if you don't understand a feeling and you let that influence your thoughts and then you make the situation worse for you and everybody around you, then it's not good at all. It is though, yeah. Just want to be a good, and she is, but the only thing is she can be better. Well, I think it takes a good person to get... Nah, that's a really good point. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why you are a good one. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate it to her. Yeah, that's interesting. Communicate what? How I feel. Yeah, no, that is fully fair. Yeah, how it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Oh, no, that is fair. Yeah, that's interesting. It was always kind of hinting on this theme, but we never really have had a confirmation of it up until now. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everybody. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism, and let's be honest, she does partly have this as well. We're just people. Yeah, no, fair. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of that getting in the way. Yeah, fully understandable. Yeah, you can't focus on your reading when the piece is disturbed, right? Fair, because yeah, the literature club should be happy for everybody. Monica looks at Yuri in adoration. It's really interesting, the more they go on, the more it's kind of as if Sayori is really, really impacting their thoughts. I mean, look at this. Monica looks at Yuri in adoration. oh my god, yeah, I feel like Sayori must be rubbing off on me, because I really want to hug you now. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, that's hilarious. No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, then I really wouldn't mind. Oh my god, that's sweet. Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace. You're so gentle. Yeah, no, that is fully fair. Because here, I mean, I think it's just, if you ask me, it's just put a really, really key part into it, really. Yeah, but I mean, I get that Yuri feels as if, you know, she probably knows I mean, you know, other people know that Yuri is a good person, but the thing is, she doesn't necessarily have the ability to communicate and fully prove that she is a good person to anybody else, and that's why she thinks she's a bad person. Yeah, no, that does make sense. Yeah, and it is interesting because I think Yuri, she saw the person that was making her life harder, but she never really saw how she beforehand was the embodiment of that person. Do keep in mind that Yuri is a lot older than Natsuki, so when Yuri was around Natsuki's age, I really do wonder if this is how she would have acted as well. Yeah, here we are. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is fully fair. Yeah, no, that is reasonable. And I mean, you know, to be able to see this side of somebody, you've got to properly gain their trust. And it's just a sign that, you know, especially for somebody as shy as Yuri, for them to be as confidently talking about what she thinks as she is here. I mean, it's brilliant. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. I'm sure Natsuki will too. Yeah, me too. Yeah. I'm gonna write her a letter. Oh, a letter? What a great idea. I mean, it is a literature club, but my god. A letter? She's gonna write her a letter of an apology. I mean, it is unusual. It really, really is. But at the same time, we've got to consider, we've got to be a little bit, you know, I've got to be respectful of the fact that Yuri is, she doesn't find it easy. She doesn't find it easy to talk. She doesn't, especially to people she's less comfortable with. Let words do the talking. This is a literature club after all. What a great idea. Just because, yeah, no, fair. Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. Yeah, no, that's fully fair. Yeah, I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things. Yeah, no, maybe that's why this has been such a bad situation, just because this has happened. It's hard to tell. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things, and I say things I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. No, that is fair. Yeah, it's such a nice way to communicate. One that's definitely been, you know, one that's been forgotten about entirely within the recent age of technology. Yuri's face hardens with determination. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you and Sayori. Yeah, fair. Personality isn't suited for that. No, that is fair, and I wouldn't want it to be. Yeah, no, I feel like that as well. But something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. No, they've got to give it time. They really do. And let's be honest, I think it's really, really good that they've understood both of their issues and both of their means of, well, the means of holding those two back. But at the same time, I mean, friendships don't just grow on trees. I mean, they are going to have to wait a long time before it fully works out. I see that. But they can start. That's not a means of that's not an excuse to put it off. It's just, you know, it's going to be difficult. But something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. No, fair enough. Yeah, for instance, I would have never seen myself making friends with somebody like Sayori. I think Monika's a better example. I think Sayori would want to know anybody as long as... Well, then again though, they've actually got a... I think Sayori would probably do it out of pity. But then, you know, Yuri wouldn't have made friends with her because she doesn't like it when people were talking about her with pity. It's only because she realised that Sayori was taking her genuinely seriously and she wasn't just talking to her out of pity. That's the reason they made friends. We're opposite in a lot of ways. But I'm friends with her because she puts so much effort into understanding me so that we can get along. Yeah, exactly. My point entirely. So that's what Natsuki's got to do. Yeah, I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience. And I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki? Yuri nods. Oh my god, wow, that hits. God, yeah, that's so true. Yeah, I always thought that if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. Yep, god damn, that's true. There's like there's a type of person or a magical formula that I have to follow in order to make somebody like me. I'm curious, what happens if you search up formula for friendship on Google? Oh my fucking god. I'm not even joking, there is a formula. Oh my god. I mean, okay, I think this is just theoretical stuff, but I suppose you could use it. So friendship equals proximity plus frequency plus duration plus intensity. Oh my god, that's really weird. So this is a genuine theory. I can't believe this is real. I was just searching this for a joke. Jesus Christ. It does make sense. All of those make sense. But then again, I mean, just because one's low doesn't... Well... Then again, let's say friendship is a constant. There are some values... I don't know. Well, let's say friendship is a constant. There are some values that are... There are some values that could maybe be constant and they are fully going to depend on stuff. For example, the intensity, it would always depend on the... blooming proximity, because if there's low intensity, if there's high proximity but low intensity, the friendship isn't going to happen. But if there's high proximity and also high intensity, then the friendship will happen, because of the fact that people will want to talk to each other despite the distance, and they will make the effort to see each other. And it's, oh god. Yeah, no, fair. God, yeah, Yuri shakes her head. Friendship happens when you think about the other person. No. Yeah, understandable, because beforehand she just thought about herself. And herself in order to make that friendship. But no, it's more thinking about the other person. But then again, I suppose you do need to think about yourself to be able to get into a stance that you could think about another person. Friendship happens when you think about the other person, when you offer time and effort to understand them and respect them and trust them that they also want to be a good... Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, she really has learned a lot though. She's just learned about her other people. It's as if this is a crash course on other people. Yeah, it's just totally valuable. This is what I learned through my observations in the literature club. Observations? Monika's caught by surprise. Yeah, no, fair. Yuri has always kept to herself so much that it's unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself. Oh yeah, fair. You've always let me listen to your thoughts about people. So I got you too. And it makes me happy because I learn a lot of things. No, that's interesting. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. That's actually really interesting. But if you think about the reason why I'm interested in this, I want to know what people think and just how they come across to the situation. I mean, of course, Yuri, somebody who really likes reading, would find it interesting just to learn in general about the situations of these people. Monika never thought much of it, but in the past weeks, Yuri always seemed to be especially attentive when it comes to the problems and concerns of others. Yeah, interesting. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. No, that's fair. It's true, Sayori and Monica are naturally more comfortable with other people and can easily work through situations of conflict. Fair. But that doesn't make them better people. No, I totally see that. Yeah, everybody has strengths and weaknesses and the capacity to improve. And the first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. Yeah, no, and that's totally what these guys are getting now. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for. But that, no, I see, because it's only, well, with a lot of things you can't really get an idea of what you're doing and how good it is until another person acknowledges it for you, because you can't acknowledge it yourself. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monica can recognise as an incredible trait. Yeah, fair. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. Oh, interesting. Oh. No, wait, is she actually going to try to talk to Natsuki? Oh my god. OCD attack. There we are. Yeah, no, I really like that. Oh my god, this is going to be interesting. A very shy girl with long, pretty hair is wandering through the bustling lunchtime hallways. Oh god. Oh right, her fist pressed into her collarbone. When she finds the literature club president's classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before peering in. God, whatever she's doing, she really is having courage to do. It's as if she's going to talk to Monica while in school. Oh damn, that might be awkward. Monica is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, as expected, this is a bad idea after all. Oh god, yeah, suddenly Monica glances towards the door, making the girl panic and duck out of her sight. Oh god. Oh, before she can regain composure and decide for sure to leave. The classroom door gently opens. Yuri, what a surprise to see you during lunch. Yuri squeaks a response. Please help me. What, is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Dude, I thought something really bad had happened. I don't know how to write letters. Oh my god, seriously, yeah. Oh, thank goodness, I thought there was some kind of emergency. Monica briefly glances over her shoulder at her other friends. Do you want some help? We could go... That's really nice that she will sort of, you know, make it so that her time is completely abided for Yuri. Do you want some help? We can go find an empty classroom or something. I'm really surprised that Yuri doesn't know how to write a letter, by the way. Seriously. Is that okay? I feel bad taking away from you from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. We weren't really doing anything. One sec. yeah, no, fair. Yeah, Monika trots back into her classroom, saying something like, "I gotta go," to her friends, and then grabs a pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. That's hilarious. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monika. Yeah, no, the two of them set up. That's going to be really interesting. How are you today? Me? Yuri starting conversation. What a development, by the way, can I just say? Well, yeah. Oh gosh, sorry, I was just caught off guard. I'm doing well today, just tired. Imagine getting enough sleep during a school day, come on, that's just not possible. And we all know it. I'm doing well today, just tired. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. Fair. How come? Oh my god. Let's be honest, Monika is a social media scroller. Oh, I don't know, I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the time. Yeah, let's give an example of that. Yeah, I've got to go to school tomorrow. I've got to wake up at 6. You see what I mean now? Me too, I do that too. It doesn't surprise me that she does it. Hey, this classroom is empty. Let's go in here. After peering inside, Monika opens a classroom door and the two of them enter. Oh my god, this is the classroom that really, really looks like... Oh, Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. Oh, she watches as Monika pulls 2 chairs up to the same desk, then obeys as Monika beckons her to take a seat. She says down at the empty desk. You nervous? This is the same classroom that Sayori's friend, i.e. us, was in. Or maybe it's just the same background, who knows? You nervous? Oh, I don't want to do this. We don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. No, that is understandable. I mean, I get that it might be really difficult and it might be a bit embarrassing, let's be honest. I mean, you are quite literally writing a letter in order to, you know, just... Well, in order to show everything that is wrong, really. But at the same time, I mean, it might be hard, but she does need to take initiative. Well, she must be really determined. No, that's fair. And I mean, come on, you can't exactly... You've made somebody give up their lunchtime for you. You can't exactly stop now. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. Oh my god, yeah, especially with her. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yeah, that's really good. Oh my god. Yeah, Yuri pushes through her anxiety and grabs a handful of lined paper from her notebook. Then she picks up her pen. Oh my god. Oh, that's really sweet. Oh, she's left-handed. Damn. Wow. That's an amazing CG. This is the best CG I think we've seen so far. I really like it. Oh my god. Which pens do they use? Yeah, fitting pen. Oh my god. And Yuri has a... I don't know, it looks like a... Oh, I don't know. I've never really seen a pen like that, to be honest. You're left-handed, that's neat. Oh, yeah. Damn. No, fair enough. Yeah, now I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Monika playfully rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. They're so close together. And her name is Yuri. Don't make this into Yuri, please. I mean the other type of Yuri. The genre. Don't make it into that, please. Oh, sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. Yeah, anyway, how about we start by listing the different things you want to say to her? No, because I suppose she does have a lot of thoughts, but she just finds it really hard to actually, you know, just to actually get them into a way that she would want to read, and convincing her as well that obviously she should be somebody that, you know, should accept her. Anyway, how about we start by listing the different things you want to say to her? Yuri thinks. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. Oh, that's okay. How about some of the things you said to me yesterday? But never mind, I guess I'll try. No, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I feel like Yuri's going to have a lot of tension, but then when she gets into it, she's going to do really well. Yuri thinks for a moment longer, her tension evident. And she wants the word reflection. Yeah, no, that's fair. This is about my reflection on our behaviour. The key question is why we act like this towards each other, but have been able to separately be friends with Sayori and Monika. That's me. Yes, it is. So, Yuri thinks. I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. And yeah, that is the only thing Natsuki needs to do. It might be hard, but at the same time, that is the only thing preventing them from becoming friends. The same goes for Natsuki too. Yeah. No, exactly, yeah, we started off pretty hostile to each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted, but she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Yeah, fair. Once I stopped making it all about me, she was able to do the same. Fair, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, you just make it so that it's not all about your view. You know, include the other person, seek understanding within them. Yeah, I want to do that too. So what kind of things do you want to do for her? I want to do the same things for her that I like to receive. Yeah, no, fully fair. Yeah, I like it when people respond positively to the things I talk about and not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously. Yeah. No, I do too. Yeah, and I like that when you and Sayori trust that I want to be a good person, even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Yeah, fair. Let's write those things down. Okay. Yuri writes some things down. I think yeah, I see. It looks like an N. That's the only letter I can make out. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki is feeling vulnerable. Oh yeah, no, that is fair. So we should make sure the letter puts her first. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 God yeah. 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 It's hard to tell when you're. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to just tell somebody. All the things that they're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them. Yeah, because it can't be one-sided. It's gotta be the case that both of them understand each other. Yeah, makes sense. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them. Yeah. Then finally, you could ask what you would like in return. Oh no, that's fair. Yeah, no. No, that's good. Yeah, how does that sound for the structure? It could be 3 paragraphs, 1 for each of those points. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, I don't blame her, she was stressed. My thoughts were so disorganised I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. Yeah, no, to be fair, that is something I wouldn't be surprised would come handy in something like the debate club. You're so amazing at these things. I'll stop. Yeah, no. I mean, I get that Monica has been really, really nice in terms of changing her. But at the same time, I can kind of see that. She is the one who's had to go through the journey. You've done so much more than I have, you know? You spent so much time reflecting and being open-minded. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, that's the hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you put it on a piece of paper. Yeah, that's fair. So I think you're the amazing one. Monica gives Yudi's hand a quick squeeze, but as she lets go, she's caught by surprise when Yudi curls her fingers to hook Monica's hand in place. Yeah, for a while they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching of Yudi's pen against the paper. I feel like this is going to be the last line, so I just want to, read as much as we can. Yeah, no, that's fair. For a while. Yeah, no, that really is sweet. Yeah. Yesterday you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What was that? The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, and that they're just a state of being that we need to come to terms with. Yeah, it made me think about how Yeah, no, that is fair. A person's behaviour isn't always just how they decide to be. Yeah, definitely. It's also made up of their past experiences and insecurities. I think that helps me see other people as actual people. Yeah, I think that helps me see other people as actual people, rather than as insignificant side characters who are out to get me somehow. Yeah, because this is when her insecurities influence her thoughts, but this is when she realizes that she has these insecurities, and then she takes them away, and then she sort of has a normal way of viewing the person, really. Yeah, I think so. Is that how you felt about Natsuki? Yeah, Yuri nods. Yeah, but in reality, everybody is already trying their best. Always trying their best. And everybody wants to be happy. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Monika peers over at Yuri's paper, but to her surprise, Yuri pulls it in closer, partially covering it with her arm. I have to be able to read it to help it out, you know? No, but it's her feelings, I mean, it's okay. Oh yeah, that's fair. My thoughts are a lot more organised now, after being able to talk with you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper. Yeah, no, that's fair. I realised I'd really prefer others not to read it. God, yeah, that's just sad. The fact that something like that's rare. But then again, I suppose it's just something she conceals most of the time. Yeah, it's an interesting little sign, that. Yuri laughed softly to herself, a rare expression. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. I disagree. You've been the person that caused Yuri to be in this situation. Like, I mean, writing this letter. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but Yuri smiles. Yeah, I'll always be terrible at these things. No, you always have a weakness. That's every person. People are just so incomprehensible to me. No, that's such an unhealthy way to think. So incomprehensible to me. I'll never get the hang of being one. I mean, yeah, fair. But that's a really close-minded mindset. I mean, I get that she finds it hard, but everything here, she's not even realising it, but everything here she's doing is totally contrasting. This, she's trying to understand being one. She is trying to get the hang of being one. So I think the more she's in this club, the more she'll learn to understand and just to, you know, learn people, really. Yeah, but listening to you so much has really helped me make sense of some things. That's really good. Yeah, no, so don't call it damage, please. Monika gives Yuri a gentle smile. Oh my god, I love that. I can't believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks, and all I got was real friends who value me. Total real friends. Is that a joke? Of course it is. Still can't tell with it. I didn't think it was a joke. Still can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change. Yeah, that's nice as you wish. Oh my god, so what's going to happen now? Yuri glances at the clock. Oh, I mean, the thoughts are flowing really, really quickly, and oh my god, I really hope it works. We're almost out of time. Will we be able to finish? Before the end of the day, probably. Oh shit. Yeah. But I don't want to come to this club the same day that Natsuki reads it. Oh, I feel bad. I'm too shy. No, that's really nice. Yeah, I can give it to her instead if you'd like. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to read it. Of course, I promise. God, she really does feel embarrassed. But I don't blame her. It's her own thoughts. I mean, I get that she is an insanely good friend. But at the same time, I mean, privacy is privacy. Yuri exhales and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Oh, that's great. Monica nods. Good luck, I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns a nod and the two depart. Oh my god, so what's going to happen now? Oh, that's the end, right. Oh, that was so sweet. My god. Oh yeah, what's this? Oh god. Oh god, I like the symbolism in this. Oh my god, so we've got tea bags, we've got flowers, we've got books. Oh my god, that's really, really cool. I love this. This just has a total representation of Yuri. Yeah, and this is just kind of symbolic of the struggle she went through to get this letter done. I'd be assuming writing a letter with lessons, that must be quite difficult. But also, my god, just the shyness and the awkwardness in actually giving the letter and going to the club the day after that letter has been given to Natsuki, thinking, what if it's gone wrong? Really, really being scared about it as well. I said this is our wallpaper, why not? Because we haven't really had the traditional wallpaper as our wallpaper much at all. So, yeah, my god. It's going to be really interesting to see how not only Natsuki is going to totally change and how she's going to be reflecting of, you know, all of the flaws that have caused her to be in this predicament. But, you know, same for Yuri, I really do wonder how at the end of this, you know, everything is going to be resolved. And that is if it's going to be resolved, but I think it's very, very likely, let's be honest, with how amazing Sayori and Monica were. It was really interesting how Sayori, you know, encouraged Natsuki in order to, you know, just, well, sort of make it so that the thoughts she had didn't characterise her as a person, really. It was so interesting, and a really interesting way of interpreting it as well. Really enjoyable story. So, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time.